here. Twists, misses with a right. Hit a shoulder with another right. McKenzie's trying to get going, and he lands a left.
Twist with a couple shots in early, then Big Jim with the left. Well, you were right, Rick. This vote was bound to be on the card tonight, and it might be on might be a rematch later on. But you know, playing the Quebec Nordiques.
Really necessarily who's going at it right here. This will be a good one. Tony TFT Twist, Big Jim.
Couple of Westerners going, and Twist gets the right hand going. McKenzie gets his right going, and boy, they're firing some bombs here. McKenzie going to work on Tony Twist. Now it becomes a battle of leverage. Who can sneak that shot in? Tony Twist doing pretty well for himself here, and McKenzie gets the left going. Oh boy, Tony Twist got the jersey over his head, and down he went. A very good tussle on the part of both.
Look at this. They got respect for each other. We'll make this one of the top ones we've seen. Twist hung in there, come back very good, and Big Jim overcame in the end. But a terrific one.
Let's pause for a regional break.
Let's take it right from the draw. Well, this was, I'll tell you, there was no doubt about the dance here. They just dropped him. This was probably made up as soon as the pucks dropped. Yep. Here's where the jersey comes over the head. Oh! That kind of...
51 secondes à faire en deuxième période. Tony Twist, tout de suite après la mise au jeu, devant Jim McKenzie. Oh, McKenzie vient d'en manger une là, sur le museau.
Et là,
c'est McKenzie qui reprend.
Frappé sur le casque. C'est un vrai combat pour homme, ça. Twist est coriace, et là, McKenzie veut se reprendre. Avec le chandail, il a passé le chandail par-dessus la tête. C'était un bon combat.
Devant des Nordiques, Sundin est là avec Rosinski et Twist, et là on veut engager le combat, Twist et McKenzie. McKenzie a laissé tomber les gants, et est-ce que Twist a laissé tomber les siens? Il en a laissé tomber un, en tout cas. Oui. Après avoir laissé tomber les gants. Et là, est-ce qu'on va y aller?
Ils sont juste devant. Ben oui.
Ah, là, il va. Et Twist qui a le déçu jusqu'à maintenant, là. Twist qui... Et là, ça devient un furieux combat entre les deux. McKenzie qui a voulu répliquer et Twist qui aussitôt... Là, c'est McKenzie qui... Il va de 3 ou 4 gauches assez solides qui ont fait plier les genoux à Tony Twist.
Oui, Tony Twist qui a eu de la misère ici, là. McKenzie qui l'a laissé frapper sur son casque et soudainement...
Out to the blue line, Newman keeps it in. Now Stapleton gets a pass from Eastwood, but in front it's McKenzie and Twist hammering away at Jim McKenzie. Now McKenzie trying to counter with a left, but Twist hammering away with a right hand, basically storming the helmet of veteran winger Jim McKenzie, and they now are separated. Tony Twist and Jim McKenzie in an early fight. There's been an early goal from Keith Tkachuk. And with 3:18 gone in the opening period, the Jets lead the Blues 1-0. This is St. Louis Blues hockey.
Ball, and it's pulled away now by Finlay. Tony Twist was looking for trouble and knocked the puck. And he's got trouble in Jim McKenzie. These two big boys can take him and give him back. Twist along the advertising, and McKenzie is there. Long arm reach of Jim McKenzie as Twist tries to pull that helmet free. First guy to get de-helmeted is going to get hurt.
Twist is the type of fighter that likes to throw the hammer. His right arm, he's trying to loosen up his right arm, keep his left arm to tie up McKenzie's swinging arm, and he just throws with power. He's a one-punch type of guy, and if he hits you square, you don't know where you're going to wake up.
Peter Zezel is getting a little too close over there for the Blues, but finally the linesman will break it up. And no damage done either way, apparently, though a pretty solid wrestling match. In any event, McKenzie and Twist will sit and will go downstairs to the fortunate...
Like fighting Tony Twist, because that was one of my favorite fights that you had, where you guys were just swinging for the fences, and you ended up getting the jersey over his head and buckling him at the end. What was it like going against Tony Twist, who's another NHL legend?
Yeah, well, the Twister, I mean, there weren't many guys that punched as hard as Twister. Like, it was, he honestly tried to separate your head from your body every time. If you watch him swing, and I think he told me, he was around maybe, 5'11", 6 foot, certainly not as tall as a lot of guys, but I think he said he was about 150 pounds the one year he played, and he was in great shape. It was just ginormous, right? And but that's how dumb when you watch. That's how dumb we were with that age. Fuck Cowboys, a grab on, start swinging, and if he's going to throw rights, I'm going to go lefts, and vice versa. So you're wide open. We just kind of, I got a little smarter the way I fought later in my years as I played more games and more seasons and everything else. But no, he was and you ask anybody, any of the guys that fought him, and he tried to take your head right from your shoulders. Like, he swung so hard. It was like right out of the fences, and you had to be ready. When you're going to take one of those, just hope for the best.
And I think, like, your ability, one of your biggest attributes as a fighter is your ability to fluidly switch hands and from left to right. And I think that's kind of what put you over him in that one fight, especially. Just that ability to switch up, and it keeps the guys off balance a bit. You know what I mean? And that's I think that was a huge thing, especially back then, where a lot of guys were just sort of starting to figure that out. You kind of were, I don't want to say an early adapter of that, but, a lot of guys were one-armed bandits, too, when they're coming.
You say, I cannot get there from here, baby.